ridiculous. Sorry about that. Okay, where were we? Mubashir Kadri. My lower belly is sticking out a bit. My upper belly is getting toned. What ab workout targets the lower two abs? So look, man, that's not your issue. Like you can target the lower abs. It would be leg raising variation. So like hanging leg raises, reverse crunches, or the one that's called reverse squats. When you can take some of these cuffs on your ankles, above your foot, attach it to a cable, and pull your legs towards you like that, lying down on the floor. I have a video about ab training. Go watch that one. But look, this is not your issue. We store more fat. I have the same thing, even when I'm very lean. Of course, all my pictures you see, you're gonna see from a good angle when I'm flexing and stuff. But two things. That's the most stubborn fat for a lot of people at the bottom of the belly, like on the gut in general. Because of course, the funny thing with us humans beings that we store fat. It's like a good thing, really, because when we live in more scarcity, it's of course energy for later, and it just makes sense to store fat on the belly, right? But also, I have some anterior pelvic tilt. You might have that too, and that's going to lead to the belly kind of sticking out like that without it actually being like fat that's making that happen too. So when you have a little bit of fat, more fat at the lower belly, and your spine is kind of curved like that, it's just going to give you that little at the bottom. And it's just something you learn to deal with. Like I thought once upon a time I'm going to get rid of it too, and I have to. But when you just level up your entire physique, you get to a good level of leanness. When you're flexing and stuff, it's going to look good. So yeah, you can target the lower abs, but that's not the issue, really. It's just something you got to get used to. Like, yeah, store a bit more fat there. Maybe my spine is curved, so I get a little belly like that. So try to just improve yourself the best you can. You can train the abs, tone down, develop the entire body, but don't get married to it has to get to a certain point, because you are limited by your genetics to some extent, right? So just get as good as you can overall, and then you won't mind the little, the better I've gotten with my physique, the more I see every flaw. I see more flaws, now in my physique than I did before I started training. But of course, as a whole, I'm 1,000 times better, so I also care less about my flaws. You see what I'm saying? Sausage Lord. Thoughts on 90% of the snake diet people. Cole promotes yo-yo dieting. And eventually deleting their channels or quitting weight loss. I'm not. I'm